All right, back with you today. We got a series number 3, 1992 Stadium Club box. You can go and check out series 1 and series 2 of this product that I did open and bring onto my channel here. If you want to check that out, please do so. And then you can come back to series 3 if you have not seen those yet. And here we go. A series number 3 here. So series 1 and 2 were good, not bricked. This seems pretty nice as well. So that is kind of cool. Very excited about opening this one. Yeah, definitely nice. Not too bad at all. We got a Jose Lean there. And let's see what we can find in this pack to start us off. And there is a Members Choice, our first. So these Members Choice were not parallels or inserts. Series 3, they actually made up the first 10 cards. Oh wait, starts my Hall of Fame stack. They made up the first 10 cards of the Series 3 set. And there is your club membership. You get one of those almost per pack. Kenny Lofton is going to start my star stack. We're going to put Galarraga there. And Chuck Knobloch goes in my star stack as well. Members' Choice started off the first 10 cards of Series 3. They ended Series 2 with the last 10 cards of that set, that series. So you're ending and then starting off, and they have 20 cards total of the Members' Choice in the set. And this series is sticking a little bit more than the first two series. There is a Mike Watson who is, looks like he's levitating. Shout out to The Past is Alive. John Jabs. If you know, you know. And there we go. All right. So yes, 92 Stadium Club was one of the bigger sets that Topps had produced at its time. And there is a nice Bo Jackson there. With 900 cards in this set. Like I said, at the time, was the biggest set that Topps put out there with these 3 series. There's a nice Nolan Ryan Members' Choice. 300 cards in series 1, 2, and 3 here. Makes up your 900 cards. Have not tried to put the set together as far as the first 2 series that I opened, but pretty sure with 15 cards, 36 packs per box, there's a good chance that you can put the set together. If you are a set builder, go out and grab yourself a box. I was able to pick these 3 boxes up for 20 bucks a piece, so not too bad. The fun and the thrill of opening packs is what it's all about for me. And going through and seeing what you can pull, which is awesome. There is another club membership that we all know is the Stadium Club members only. That was back in the day, 30 bucks would get you into the membership. And that included 50 cards. It was like 4 sets that was mailed out to you throughout the year. First 2 sets, there is the big unit in Randy Johnson, Hall of Famer. First 2 sets were only baseball players, and then the last 2 sets were baseball mixed in with some hockey and some football in those as well. And there's a nice George Brett Members' Choice. Looks like it's the cracked ice there. So that's what your membership was. If you didn't want to send the 30, you could actually send, I think it was somewhere on here, it says it was, you could do 25 bucks and then 5 pack wrappers. So you could save yourself $5 there in doing that. A little bit of sticking, but not too bad. Not too bad considering these are from 92. Got that UV coating, the glossy photo. Usually these things are bricked to where you're tearing them apart. I've seen that many a times. And we lucked out with these 3 boxes, actually. So pretty happy about that. That series number 3 is just as good as my first 2 series boxes. There's the nice Barry Bonds. So that shows you his, they call it bars, his chart as far as at-bats, hits, your average. So you can see where he likes the ball. Oh wait, Barry Bonds is going in my stack. I'm going to put George Bell in there today too. George Bell, Gary Carter. I guess he can go in the Hall of Fame stack. Why not? Considering he is a Hall of Famer. There we have that. What was I talking about? Stadium Club. Stadium Club packs, those, the members only that I was talking about. Those you get about, it was like, oh, here's a repeat pack. There's a Randy Johnson. Is he stuck? No. You get anywhere from, I think it was 12 to 13 cards per pack out of those 4 packs that you would get. Another membership card there. That's a pretty cool looking shot of Danny Tartable, Deion James. Pete Incaviglia. I do have a pack that I picked up at a card show. What was that, last weekend now? Right? Yeah, that was last weekend. And this was like in a dollar bin that a guy had. So here you go. This is one of the packs that would have gotten sent to you. I'm going to put this off to the side. I know my series 1 video that I did last week said that I might open that up. So we are going to leave that there, and I'll open that at the end of the video here so we could see what's in there. You got the Barry Bonds on the back of that pack. What's I about to do? I was going to throw somebody in my star stack, but I don't think anybody warrants a star stack. Uh-oh, we got a little sticking going on now. This is just going to prolong the video. Or is it only 1 card? Oh, no, there we go. Was a little sticking. Okay, so series number 3 is definitely not as good as the first 2 series that I had opened, but still, all in all, not too bad. Not terrible. Definitely no paper loss, and I've seen way worse. I've opened way worse than these, so where, like I said, you tear them apart and it's just like shreds the whole card, rips it down to the white in the middle of the 2. Yeah, a little stickiness. Chuck Knobloch there, member's choice. Flip them around. What are we doing? Look at those shades, baby. Jose Rio. Give Jose Rio some love today. What we got? We got somebody stuck here. There is the bars that it talks about, how they did it on the back of the card with the at-bats and hits, average, all that good shenanigans there. There we go. Nice Ozzie Smith. Followed up by a Tony Gwynn. That is pretty sweet. Look at that. You see like all the photographers and stuff in the reflection of his glasses there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool card. Look at that. 1 stack through already. Man, I'm flying through these like they're nothing. Here we go. And we start off with another Bo Jackson. All right, so we are getting some doubles immediately in our second stack here. Checklist card. Watson again. Tony Pena there. What was that? Martinez and Tom Jones. Tom Edens. Jones. I don't know why I was thinking Tom Jones. There's Doug Jones. How does that happen? All right. Let's see. Give a little shimmy and a shake there. Might loosen them up. Again, they're not terrible. Eddie Murray in his Mets uniform. Kevin Mitchell. Hey, Kevin Mitchell. If you saw my Series 2 video, I thought I saw Kevin Mitchell, but it was not. It was Keith Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell. I was losing it when I did that video. I don't know. I was all over the place. I think it was a mix of being tired and trying to get the video done and just wanting a cup of coffee. Doug Jones. There he is. Doug Jones. Another Randy Johnson here. So actually Series 3, now that I think about it, Series 3 did have an insert that you were chasing. Forgot all about that. As a George Brett. And I believe there were 1 in every 72 packs was what they had inserted them in. It was the #1 draft pick of the 90s. And I think it was 3 cards in that little insert set that they had put in these. It was Chipper Jones, Brian Taylor, and Phil Nevin. So yeah, those were inserted 1 in 72. And I think those were also one of each card, or one of the 3 was also mailed away to the members only. If you were in the members only club, you would get one of that. I almost said members only members, which sounds kind of dumb when you say that. But if you like dumb things and drops of the video, you came to the right place. That's what we do here. Nice Gary Carter there. Traded. This is almost like Series 3 to me almost feels like a traded set as well. Wilson Alvarez. There he is. There's the cool shades once again. Got that pack. Makes it a little easier and quicker to go through. That would be pretty cool to maybe pull one of those #1 draft pick cards out. There's that cool Danny Tarble once again. Deion James. And the Pete Incaviglia. I would like to see a Brian Taylor. That was a shame, Brian Taylor. We all know the Brian Taylor story. Had the arm, #1 pick. Hey, Nolan Ryan almost passed him up like it was nothing. Now that is a rookie card I do not have. I need to get that one. I came close to buying one once. There's nice Ricky Henderson. It was an SGC. I forgot what it was for, maybe. And it had a broken SGC case. So I was like, I don't want to deal with it. I mean, yeah, you could always send it in to get recased. But I was like, what if, the damage of the case did something to the card, and then all of a sudden they graded at a 3 instead of the 4 that it was. And so I just left that one alone. There's nice Andre Dawson there. But yeah, one day I will get a Nolan Ryan in my collection there. This is that Chuck Knobloch that I kind of blew past earlier. Didn't really show you the shimmer of the cracked ice look back in 92. Who knew? 92 is when they came out with that cracked ice look. We got the Ozzy again and the Tony Gwynn once more. And something sticking here. All right. So we have seen the Nolan, right? Saw Ricky. Saw some pretty decent Hall of Famers already. Not too bad. Almost halfway through the box. Bobby Bo. I'm going to put Bobby Bo there. Actually, we are coming up on Bobby Bo Day, aren't we? When the heck is that again? Isn't that July? What are we in? I think this is June right now. Yes, it is. Why did they just flip everything around so much? Messing with us. Get our money's worth as far as going through the cards. Charlie Huff there, still pitching to this day. I think he might be on the Rangers still. Alan Trammell on the back here. Nice Hall of Famer. Mark Leiter. And we have a member's choice coming up here. If we can get to them after I unstick these. Howard Johnson got a member's choice. Why do I not remember this card? Howard Johnson. Wow. I mean, he was a good player. I'm not knocking Howard Johnson. I just don't remember that card for some odd reason. Dennis Martinez there. Sandy Alomar. Put Sandy Alomar down there. And Alan Trammell. There he is. All right. Halfway through the box. This is where I give you my little speech of thanks and appreciation for you guys watching. It means a lot to me. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I am bringing to you junk like this from the junk wax era. I don't think it's junk. I think it's pretty cool. This was my childhood right here. And the fact that I can go on and still open this stuff is pretty amazing. And the condition of these is like it was just printed, which some people argue it still is being printed. But that's what I'm bringing to you. Stuff from the 80s, 90s. Something different, something cool, trying to find out there. Trying to do everything that was around Dave Winfield. Solid. Yeah. I know 92 Stadium Club is probably all over the place. But, oh, that's cool, Robin Yount. Member's choice. But I've not done it on my channel yet. So, like I said, trying to bring to you everything. Melito Perez. Another pretty cool picture. So here it is, the final series. And we got Eddie Murray there. Once again, Kevin Mitchell again, not Keith Mitchell. Don't want to confuse the two. Man. Aurelia and Doug Jones. Let me just tidy this stack. Get it out of my way. Yeah, this stack kind of seems like they're a little more sticky than the first two stacks. Hey, Sammy Sosa. A little bit more. All right, so this might be a new pack, one that we have not seen yet. Is that, oh wait, is that Chuck Knobloch again? Once I say that, well, we didn't see Sosa. There we go. That is a great member's choice right there. And Ken Griffey, the kid. Greg Jeffrey. I'll throw Greg Jeffries down there today. Otis Nixon. Why not? Greg, you made my stack today. Gonna open up that member's choice pack. I am curious what's in that. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, went to the card show, and one of the vendors that I buy boxes from in packs, he had that that was a nice Dwight Gooden series 2. He's actually running the bases. He had some loose packs and stuff, and that was in there for $1. So I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. And timing actually worked out well, because I was like, okay, cool. Now that I have that, I can open up this box and then show you what the Members' Choice packs look like. Again, that's only one of the 4. Not sure which one that is, if that's going to be straight baseball or if that's going to have hockey and football in it as well. We will find out. Like I said, open that up at the end of this box opening. See what's in that. There's that Howard Johnson once again. Kirk Gibson, throw him down here. Get rid of that. Hey, Mike Stanley, catcher for the Yankees. Sick. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. That way. There we go. I just flip them upside down, and then we could do it that way instead of this constant back and forth and back and forth. There is Bobby Bowe, Members' Choice. Put that stack off to the sides a little easier. Less cards in hand makes it a little easier to flip around. All right. I feel like I'm shuffling and dealing right now. My youngest son, Him and his friends, I guess, in school, some downtime, started playing some poker, and then they started playing a little Texas Hold'em, and he was asking me to teach him some Texas Hold'em, which I've played a little bit here and there before, but I said, all right, why not? So showing him a few things. We got checked already. All right. Let's see what we can find. This is the last pack of stack number 3. Thank you all for watching and joining up to this point, or watching up to this point. Joining me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Wow, look at that. Thought that was the same card for a second. Mariano Duncan. There's a nice Barry Bonds Members Choice. Eric King. Ooh, almost dropped another one there. Wait a second. Didn't we get... No. Man, that sky background is throwing me off on these 3. So yeah, me and the kid were playing a little Texas Hold'em yesterday. It was kind of fun. I have some chips and stuff, so we were stacking out. I forgot what he counted out, like 2,000 chips between like the white, the red, the green, the black. What was 100? What was 50, 25, 10? And he was having fun with it. Trying to show him, like, you know, your odds if you have this hand, and teaching him the difference between what the flush was and what beats what as far as a straight and all that good stuff. And it was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's what you do when you got a rainy day. And what do we got here? Kenny Lofton. I don't think we've seen Kenny Lofton yet. I feel like that was the first Kenny Lofton that we've come across. Right? Where are we at? Is this the last stack? Have I started pulling off the last stack? I don't remember. I started talking, not even paying attention. Went on a rant about Texas Hold'em. Sammy Sosa once again. All right. So here is going to be a repeat pack. These are not sticking as bad, so not too bad. There is the kid again. Oof, almost dropped the kid. I'm good with a Members Choice. Ken Griffey Jr. there. Greg Jeffries again. Otis Nixon. Royce Clayton. All right. Try to finish these up so we can get to that Members Choice pack and finish out the video so you guys can go on your merry way, wherever that may be. If you're at home sitting on the couch, then maybe you just stay there. Hopefully nobody's driving and watching this. That's not good. That's dangerous. Don't do that. This is my PSA. Don't drive and watch YouTube videos. Dangerous. Pay attention on the road. All right. Okay, that pack's good. I didn't hear any of the crackling going on. There's the goose once again. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Kirk Gibson once again. There's my Mike Stanley. Alvin Davis. We got Junior Ortiz and Monty Ferris. Finishes that pack. 5 packs left. We are getting down to it. Again, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Makes me feel like I'm not just talking to myself, that somebody is actually paying attention. We got Members Choice, Bobby Bowe once again. Although it does feel like I'm talking to myself because I really got nobody here but me and these cards. I'll tell you, when I started doing this at first, I was like, this just feels weird. But then I'm just like, whatever, just talk about stuff. And here we are. Paul Gibson. See, and now it's like uncomfortable silence because I ran out of something to say. Oh, Greg Maddux. Almost passed up a Hall of Famer and Greg Maddux there. Jose Gonzalez. There's that Ron Gant once again. I know we've seen that one before. Eric Davis again. Put him down there. So this is a double of a pack. Coming down to it. And then we will get to that members only pack. I am curious about that pack. I've been holding on to it, like I said, for about a couple weeks now. Waiting to get to it. There's Barry Bonds once again. All right, this is the pack with the blue sky. That was throwing me for a loop earlier. Wally Joyner. And who's that? Scott Fletcher. Man, you really get a lot of cards in Stadium Club. Here we go, starting the box over again, I feel like. Because didn't we start with the Jose Lynn? Started our adventure into this box. I feel like I had a star player in this pack that I ended up putting to the side. Kenny Lofton. I don't think that was the one. Maybe it was. There's Chuck Knobloch again. I do remember the Chuck Knobloch. All right, last pack of the box, and then we will get to the members only. Let's see if we could at least finish the box off with a Hall of Famer, and then we'll get to that pack right there. All right, Jeff Bagwell in a Hall of Famer. I'll take it. It's always nice to grab a Hall of Famer out of your last pack. Makes me feel like we end on a high note. And that is that. Let's get to this Members Choice pack right here. So again, this is one of the 4 that you would have gotten if you had joined the Members Only Club. I said Members Choice, probably because I've been pulling out Members Choice. I meant to say Members Only. So here we go. We got Barry Bonds on the back there, and we got Greg Maddux there, Eric Karros, and none of these are numbered either. So they're all like no number. Pretty cool. Pat Listash, a.k.a. Pat Mustache. Lee Smith. Pat Borders there. All right, so this is all baseball. That's cool. Great pack. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. And we end the members only with a Barry Bonds. So there you have it. Thought you would get about 12 to 13 cards per pack. This pack only had 7. So, you know, I was wrong on my numbers there. But again, that's why I'm opening this stuff and learning something new as I go along with you guys. Or maybe you already knew that, but there you have it. With that, I'll leave you with this. One man's junk wax, another man's treasure. Take care.